with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So Alabama's offense as they take control of the football first. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you, they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned. It's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Keelan Russell. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. So Mississippi State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the man that makes this offense go. He had a tough time getting anything started in that loss last time out. 3 interceptions and was sacked 4 times. Hits inside. It's Wilson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player, David.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Russell. In the backfield, it's Henderson. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
The if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helps out this offense a few extra yards in field position. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for room. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's changing the play. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Russell. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Keelan Russell. It's complete to the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got a man in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
A run for the quarterback. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rose.
Checking in from the Mississippi State sideline. I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. 2nd down to the air. Under pressure. And it's a sack.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
3rd and long right here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, Katie bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Motion from the wideout. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Russell going to take a shot at this DB. Complete to the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Oh, he missed it. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
The Bulldogs head coach told me at the half, he said he's been talking to his team about ball security. Too many turnovers in the first half. Starting the second half on offense, he said, if we take care of the ball, we'll be just fine. Reese?
Okay, Holly. They keep it on the ground to open the third. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Long way to go on second down. They'll run him again. They've got him corralled.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Looks it in. Quick step and go. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Straight ahead, it's Henderson. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Just feeds the running back. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Throwing Russell. Fires to the right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Powers inside. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Trying to establish the run. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff again. There he goes. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his man on the RPO. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. It's not the first time they've seen that run.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Hey guys, down here on the home team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Throws quickly. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. With this game all but decided, let's take a minute here as we get later in the season to look at the Heisman Trophy race. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Pulls it. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Rush right in his face. Couldn't find anybody on 4th down, and he threw it away.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
They're all over him. Left side is Crosby. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Rush is on. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. The 40. Bust through behind his pad. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. And just when you thought they were finished, and they've looked finished the whole game, finally a play to give some hope.
And so they got to make this count, and they got to put some points on the board and pay this one off. It's been tough sledding for this offense all game.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, it's Woodside. He's got it. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And man, their fans have been hungry to see that. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. He's looking to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Breaks the tackle. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team, that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Look out! He's sacked! This defense all over him!
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive.